I want to put some points very clear. I'm Maurice Opetu, the Deputy General Secretary, and the one who has been acting for the General Secretary while he was away. But I want to inform you that he is around, he is with us, and is the spokesman of the union. I want to put some points very clear, that the government should know that they are not going to run away from this. The plights, the lives of Kenya, the health of Kenyans are on their hands. And they should not use any kind of brokers to try to destabilize the functions and the rights given to this union by law, the rights given to the nurses by law. We are not doing this to please anybody or at the mercy of anybody. We are doing this because the nurses are aggrieved, and the union is the voice of the 26,000 nurses outside there who are totally and fully behind this team you are seeing here. The team here is the voice of the union. The brokers who have been brought here to address the media are not members of this union. They are not the officials of this union, and they are not the spokesman or man of this union. The union has the structures, and those are the people the members know. I want also to put the brokers, the likes of Maina, Musundi, and John Bii, on notice that nurses will never entertain you. If you think it is today that you are purporting to disown nurses and their activities, you should know that the nurses disowned you so many years back when you failed to act in the interest of their demands. They disowned you long time ago, and therefore you should not speak on their behalf. You should not transact any activity on their behalf. So, members of the Fourth Estate, we want to say that it is unfortunate. We have guys who are a disgrace to this union. Abado men, mashetani to this union. John Bii and the likes. They should go to court. They have 100 cases in court against the nurses. Let them go to court and square their matters in court before they come to purport to be speaking on behalf of the nurses. Let them also know the directions of the COG and Afia House, where they collect their tokens and being cheated that they can distract this movement of nurses. This is above them. We are putting two people on notice, Jacqueline Mogeni and Governor Ngwasi, who are using John Bii and the fellas to distract this movement. That please direct your focus and energy in addressing the issue at hand and break the stalemate by actually being reasonable. Stop being unreasonable. Please stop being unreasonable. Address the agenda, address the plight of wananchi, address the plight of nurses. That is all. I want to add something. We have this John Bii, whom I don't want to pronounce his name because it is nauseating, that he is opposed to a CBA that has been legally negotiated by the government and the nurses union. Legally. And therefore, he is opposed to what the nurses want. Is no longer a nurse. He has been sacked by the county government of Uasin Gishu. And he should go to court and address that before he comes to talk on behalf of the nurses. He is not a nurse. Maina is not a nurse. Musundi is somebody who is just roaming about. Brokers. We can't allow them. We can't allow them to interfere with the nurses' interests. The nurses' interests, the nurses' agenda is bigger than John Bii and Musundi. Let them go to court. Let them go and fight for their employment. Maina was dismissed from Kenyatta of misbehaviors. John Bii was dismissed from Uasin Gishu when he could not even go for just a normal discussion with the administration. So when he has failed even to contain his own employment, how can he contain the issue of 26,000 nurses? He is a failure, a total failure, a total disgrace to the nurses.
Yes, I'm yeah.
Kwa majina naitwa Damon Kwara. Mimi naibu wa katibu mtendaji wa chama hiki cha kutetea maslahi ya wauguzi. Nyote mna habari kwamba mwaka uliopita tulikuwa na mgomo wa kitaifa wa wauguzi, na swala nyeti ilikuwa ni kusahihishwa ama kuwekwa sahihi kwa mkataba wa makubaliano ya pamoja, collective bargaining agreement, kati ya chama chetu na serikali. Wakati ule tulishauriana na serikali ili kwamba tusitishe mgomo ule. Tukakubaliana na serikali kwamba kitu cha kwanza ilikuwa ni kusahihisha mkataba na serikali za kaunti kwa sababu ya kutambua chama hiki. Kitu cha pili ilikuwa ni wauguzi wote Kenya nzima walipwe marupurupu ya wauguzi kwa jina nursing service allowance. Kitu cha tatu ilikuwa ni kushauriana ili kukuja na ile inaitwa collective bargaining agreement ama makubaliano ya pamoja. Ningependa kuthibitisha kwamba mkataba ule wa kutambua chama hiki na serikali za kaunti uliwekwa sahihi kule kwa ofisi za magavana, na yale marupurupu ya nursing service allowance tulishangaa kwamba serikali ililipa ule mwezi wa Januari. Kuanzia February tukashangaa kwamba marupurupu haya yakawa hayalipi kwa wale wauguzi kama vile tulikuwa tumekubaliana na serikali. Jambo la tatu ilikuwa ni kuhusiana na collective bargaining agreement. January tungependa kuthibitisha kwamba tumekuwa na mashauriano na serikali, na lengo ilikuwa ni kwamba ikifika March tarehe 2 mkataba huu uwe majadiliano yameisha na umewekwa sahihi na unasubiri kutekelezwa kuanzia mwezi wa Julai. Kushangaa kwetu ni kwamba baada ya kushauriana na serikali, wakati wa kuweka sahihi wanatuzungusha huku, mara ni leo, mara ni kesho, mara ni leo, mara ni kesho, mpaka mwisho tukafikia kiwango cha kwamba tukaamua kupeana ilani ya mgomo ambao ulianza tarehe 5 ya mwezi wa Juni mwaka huu. Na tungependa kusisitiza kwamba wauguzi Kenya nzima saa hizi wako katika mgomo wa kitaifa, mgomo ambao uliitishwa na chama hiki kupitia Secretary General wetu ama katibu mkuu Bwana Seth Panyako, akisaidiwa na viongozi mnaona hapa mbele yenu. Tungependa kuweka wazi kwamba viongozi wa kitaifa wa chama hiki ni wale mnaona mbele yenu. Wale ambao mliona hapa dakika chache zilizopita pale mapema, wale ni sawa sana wale watu ambao wanapatikana kila soko. Mnajua ni watu gani? Wanapatikana katika kila soko. Kila soko ukienda huwezi wakosa. Wale wenda wazimu. Kwa hivyo ni ile kusisitiza tu kwamba mgomo wa wauguzi huko na unaendelea, na masuala ni mawili peke yake kwa sasa. Kuwekwa sahihi kwa mkataba wa makubaliano ya pamoja na kuregeshwa yale marupurupu ya wauguzi kwa jina nursing service allowance ambayo tulikubaliana na serikali. Asanteni.
Let's talk figures now. We're talking about a country, they're saying it's a vibrant economy. And it is said that of the $4.4 billion that appeared in 2015, some $5.3 billion came from the Ministry of Health. We have never seen any union, whether it's the doctors, whether it's the dentists or nurses, coming in and shouting, going to the streets to demonstrate against disappearance of such funds. And yet these are the funds that are meant to meet some of the costs. Where is the disconnect now?
Okay, let me respond to that.
Let me respond to that. In December, when we had our strike, and even after that, our General Secretary spoke very strongly against or on the purported or the issue of corruption that went on in Afia House. We condemned it, and as nurses, we shall not condone any act of corruption in Kenya. Leave that alone. The Kenya Nurses Union have always been outspoken in all issues that affect wananchi, the common man, especially on matters of health. So I want to say that there is no disconnect in this, and the Nurses Union will always stand strong on any issue that affects health sector.
Chairman mnayodai kwamba ni vibaraka wa serikali, labda kuna tofauti zozote ambazo mko na yeye?
I think this could be answered mostly by the purported chairman. We don't know whether he's the sitting or the standing or the running chairman. But then I want to say that we have structures, and these structures have ways of tackling issues within. And we have used those constitutional methods or ways to address issues within the union structures and management. And therefore, right now, there are no differences in the union leadership. The person whom you are saying, the John Bii, is in court with his own issues. So right now, the union is very solid. The leadership is very solid, and therefore we can't talk about any differences.
As you can see, these are the officials of the union. Again,